Hey guys, it's here and welcome back to another video. Now today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on the latest batch of transfers added into FIFA 16 Ultimate Team by EA. A lot of brand new transfers, a lot of them I hadn't actually heard of. There's some pretty good players both for Ultimate Team purposes and also obviously in real life football. Now there are quite a few players in here and there have been quite a few added previously in later batches of transfers added into the game by EA. If you do want me to do a kind of video every single time EA do this, they do it every like couple of days or so, I can definitely do that. Just drop a like on the video, tell me in the comments down below if that's something you would like to see. Without further ado, let's go on into the video. The first transfer is Virginie. He's actually gone to Boca Juniors right there in the I think that's the Primera Liga, or I think that's the name of the Argentina League. But yeah, he looks pretty good, 70 pace, and he's actually been converted to a centre-back. He used to be a right-back, and I think he actually has a Sunderland card as well. I think he may be on loan from Sunderland. We then have Ndai, who's gone to Villarreal. He was originally at, I believe, Real Betis. He got an upgrade, and he's got a decent card, quite tall, decent work rates, and a pretty strong player as well. We then have Leandro Castan going to Sampdoria from Roma. Now, I believe they've actually signed Juan Jesus, who is the centre-back on FIFA with 80 pace. Really, really good defender. And, yeah, he's not yet been released, I don't think, Juan Jesus. But he will probably be released in the next couple of days. And, yeah, he's got decent pace, decent defending, good physical as well. Looks like a pretty nice card. And he's actually the replacement for a card which has transferred, which you will see later on in today's video. We then have Lucina Traore going from Monaco to CSK Moscow, 6'8", really good target man right there, and he actually gets a hyperlink to Dumbia's old card, so pretty good player for hybrids. We then have Gökhan Töre going to West Ham. Now they actually have two right-sided players, they have Feghouli and him, so I'm not too sure how that's going to work next season, but yeah, decent transfer for FIFA, quite quick. He's got 4-star skills too, could be a decent kind of starter team player next year. We then have Ahmed Musa, very, very nice overpowered card right here, moving to Leicester actually in the Premier League, the reigning champions of the Premier League, and he's actually moved from CSK Moscow, so I think Lucina Traore is kind of a replacement for him at CSK Moscow, but yeah, decent card, very, very quick, got decent skill moves as well, and again, I think he'll probably be a decent kind of starter team player next year. We then have Mario Rui. Now this guy here has actually gone to Roma, I think as a replacement for another player who you will have seen you will see in a minute in today's video, who's actually gone to Barcelona, and yeah, he's got a very, very nice non-rare card. I've used him quite a lot this year, and he's decent for building non-rare hybrids because he gets a strong link to Rudiger, and yeah, he's generally just got quite a nice card, decent pace, and he's going to be a good cheap player to use on FIFA 17 and also obviously on FIFA 16. We then have the player who he was signed as a replacement for, who Rui was signed for, and that is Lucas Digne. He's actually gone to Barcelona, which is a pretty surprising transfer considering they have Alba, so you wouldn't really expect him to start many games, but he is quite young and he could potentially become their starting left back in the next couple of years. He's actually gone as a replacement for Adriano. Most of these transfers here, there haven't really been any kind of like really big ones, but there are a lot of kind of swaps and like replacing certain players at different clubs, and then yeah, there's a lot of players who are just kind of replacing other players who are leaving and then joining other teams and stuff. There haven't really been many big transfers yet, especially in this batch of transfers right here. But so yeah, he's got a decent card, over 70 in everything except shooting, and he's going to get a hyperlink to Umtiti and Matthew, so quite a nice player there for hybrids. We then have Sibide, who has gone to Monaco, had a pretty decent season last year. Have De Sanctis, another Monaco signing. They've actually made quite a few other signings. I think they've signed Glick, I think he's called, the Polish centre-back. That was released, I think, earlier on in the batch of transfers. We then have Alex Telles. Now, he's actually moved to Porto, which is a pretty good transfer. I mean, obviously, they do have Lyon, but this guy here is pretty good for building hybrids because he also does get a hyperlink to Maicon, who is one of the centre-backs who does play for Porto, and get some strong links to some other players, obviously, in the Portuguese league. So, a decent player there, again, for hybrids. He's got a couple of other cards. I believe he's got one at Galatasaray and one at Inter Milan. But yeah, quite a nice card there for Ultimate Team purposes. We then have Van den Boer. Now, this guy's actually got 4-star skills, and he was rumoured to be like one of the best young talents in Belgium back in the day, a couple of years ago. I think back on Football Manager, he was a very, very good player. Not that I did play that game, but I've heard about that from some other people. But yeah, he's actually got quite a nice card already, and if he does have a good season and maybe gets a couple of informs, he could have over 70 in every stat. Over 70 currently in everything except shooting, and 4-star skills is pretty rare for a right back, and he's actually gone from a team in the Pro League to what team is that? Montpellier there in the Ligue 1, which is quite a nice transfer right there. I think he gets a strong link to Remy, who's a very, very nice silver centre back in that league, so potential for some decent hybrids there. Then have Huber-chan, he's gone to Marseille there, I think from a team in the Russian league, so yeah, nice non-rare card right there. Then have Colaccini, who was released, I think, by Newcastle after being there for like 8 years. He was their captain. He's gone to San Lorenzo, which is the same team as Buffarani, the team of the season card, so a hyperlink right there. Then have Della Bella, who has gone to Olympiacos. I think that's Olympiacos, yeah, it is, in the Greek league right there, so a non-rare left back right there. Probably not many people are going to use him. I think they already do have a left back, a French one, who has got quite high potential on career mode, so even if you are looking for a left back from Olympiacos, he probably wouldn't be your first choice. Then have Leo Baptistao. He's actually gone to Atletico Madrid, I believe from Villarreal. He's got an alright card. I mean, he's got decent dribbling, not the best shooting or pace, but he's had a couple of informs this year, so he could potentially get a nice upgrade next year. Then have Hodgberg. He went to Bayern Munich. Back, I think he was on loan maybe at Augsburg or a team like that in the Bundesliga. He then went back to Bayern Munich because he was out on loan, and now I think they have actually sold him to Southampton. And yeah, he's got quite a nice card. It's quite well rounded, not the highest of stats, even though they're quite well rounded, but he could potentially get upgraded in the future couple of FIFAs and could have a nice card right there. I mean, there aren't many Danish people really in the BPL, so could be a nice player there for some hybrids and stuff. He's quite tall as well, so it could be a decent silver card. We then have Diego Llorente, the centre back. I think he's actually a Real Madrid player. He may be out on loan at Malaga. I think he was at another team in the BBVA earlier on this year, and yeah, he's a decent kind of silver centre back. If you're looking for maybe building some kind of novelty team or something with some of the players from like Barcelona or Real Madrid, which I know quite a few people do, he's a decent player right there. Then have Moisander. Now, he is actually the player who Castan was signed as a replacement for. He was previously at Sampdoria, and he's actually got quite a nice card. I used him towards the beginning of this game, and he's a good centre-back because he's very, very good on the ball. He's got 5-star weak foot, good passing and dribbling, quite quick. 63 pace isn't too bad for a non-rare, decent defending and physical, and he's actually gone to Werder Bremen there in the Bundesliga. There is another player who's also gone to Werder Bremen, another centre-back who looks quite good that you will see in a minute. And then have Fabrizio, who has gone from a team, I think in the Liga BBVA 2, is that Besiktas? Yes, it is there, Besiktas in the Turkish league. Then have Kranvita. Now he's gone from, I think he may have been an Atletico Madrid player, or he may have been a River Plate player, I think, and then he's gone on loan to Sevilla. So he's also got a card at both River Plate and Atletico Madrid. But yeah, now he is out at Sevilla in the Liga BBVA. He actually gets a hyperlink to Benega, so potentially you could use that for some hybrids. Doesn't look the best, but I mean for a silver card, he's got decent stats, low medium work rates, good defending and physical. Could be a good centre defensive midfielder. Also does get a strong link to a silver centre back who is very, very good. I've no idea how you pronounce his name. It begins with a K. A French centre back who does play for Sevilla. We then have Lewis Cook, the ex-Leeds player, had a very, very good season. I think he may have been like the player of the year, or at least the Leeds player of the year last year in the Championship. He's actually gone to Bournemouth in the Premier League. Likely to have a very, very nice upgrade, probably to like a 73, 74 rated silver card as well, because he did have a very good season and quite a nice card as well. Over 70 for pace, dribbling, and also physical. So yeah, could be a nice card next year. And finally, we do have Falou Diagne. Now this guy, I was talking about earlier, another player who has gone to Werder Bremen, and I think he actually gets a hyperlink to Dillabodji, the other centre-back who may still be there. I'm not sure. He may have gone back to Chelsea on loan. But yeah, nice card right there for a silver. And this is the finished team. So let's just go through quickly, see if any of these cards, what they're selling for. So he's basically discard price. He is basically discard price. I mean, these cards here are quite good for building like hybrids and stuff. He probably gets some hyperlinks, some good players and stuff. Castan, don't expect going for too much because he's in the same league. What is Traore going for? Going for like discard price pretty much. But yeah, you can build some nice hybrids with him. Torre is going for like 7k. Musa's been out for a bit. I think he's going for like 5k or so. For those of you who don't know, there is an amazing trading method you can do with these transfer players, which I have done a video on. So if you do want to check that out, it's one of my latest trading videos, so just check that out. Yeah, you can snipe these cards, make a lot of profit with them. Digne is going for about 1.5k. Sibide, I think that may be a position change. I think he may have been a right back originally, correct me if I'm wrong. These guys here, only a few of them on the market. Telles, what is he going for? Telles is, that could be a nice deal there. Yeah, this could be a good trading method. I mean, like just trading with these cards. They're not necessarily sniping them, but putting bids on some of the like non-rare ones, because that one there could have been some nice profit on him. Vandenborg is the only one extinct as far as I can see. Huberchan's got a couple of cards on the market. Hodgeberg, one up there for 10k. A lot of these silver cards are going to be extinct. Baptistao is also extinct right there. Della Bella, he has got quite a few on the market. Colaccini has got a few on the market as well. This guy here, Lorente, has got one on the market. Moisander, what's he going for? He's very, very cheap. Quite a good player though. If you are looking for maybe a Finnish centre-back, probably the best you can get. For Fabricio there. Kranvita, what is he going for? 1.5k. This guy here may be extinct. No, he isn't. But yeah, I think he does get a hyperlink to Dillaboji, and he's got quite a nice card, so that's an alright one for hybrids. And finally, we do have Lewis Cook right there. He's got a couple of ones on the market. So yeah, if you do want me to do a video whenever EA do release a new batch of transfers, and me basically just go through them, talk about their transfers and all that kind of stuff like that, because there are some pretty cool new cards on the game, then definitely tell me in the comments down below. I'll be sure to do that. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Take care.